Vale. Bárbara. Es tu turno. La fuente de la curación. Pues me gusta ese título, porque literal que es así. Vale, la preocupación de la hermana Victoria. ¿De acuerdo? Pues ahí empezamos. Y la hermana Victoria se encuentra ahí. Ahí está la hermana Victoria.
I sure hope Sister Barbara is okay.
¿Le ocurrió algo?
Sister Barbara said that she was going out to pick some herbs earlier, but I'm afraid that she has yet to return. Perhaps I should report the matter to the Knights of Favonius.
Iré a buscarla.
You? Well, I guess as the honorary knight, you may very well be a good fit for the task. Not to mention, it would save me the trouble of reporting the matter to the Knights. All right, I'll leave it to you. Before Sister Barbara departed, she said that she was headed to Wolvendom to pick some herbs. You could start by looking for her there.
De acuerdo, al reino de los lobos. Está justamente allí. Bueno, aquí está Bárbara. Al costado, ¿eh? Hablemos.
How strange. I can't seem to find any.
Bárbara, al fin te encontré.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Is something the matter?
A ver, llevas mucho tiempo fuera.
Oh, I see. No need to worry. There hasn't been any sign of danger. I'm just here to gather some red wolfhook berries, that's all. But the strange thing is, there should be lots of them here. And I can't seem to find any. Well, anyway, no need to worry about me. I'll just have another look around here, and if I can't find any, I'll just...
Miss Barbara?
Bárbara Bombón.
She's not here
¿Qué?
either.
Oh, somebody seems to be coming this way. Oh, I'm sorry, but please just keep quiet, okay? Don't let them find us.
¿Por qué te escondes?
Because... well, just because.
A ver, a ver. A ver, ¿espera aquí o adentrémonos? Vale, aquí hay una decisión. Debo decir que se espera aquí de momento.
Oh, all right. I'll just leave it to you then. Please just don't tell them that I'm here, all right?
The
Bueno.
voice seemed to be coming from over there. Let's go take a closer look.
A ver, el tonto este es Albert.
Oh, Paimon remembers him. Isn't that Albert? What is he doing here?
Convence a Albert de que se vaya, a ver si lo conseguimos.
Barbara-sama, are you here?
¿Por qué gritas tanto?
Who, me? Well, I'm looking for Barbara-sama. I was originally planning to give her some herbs at the cathedral, but Sister Victoria told me she had gone out to attend to some matters. When I sought Barbara-sama for healing recently, she mentioned to me that the church was running low on certain medicine ingredients. I seem to remember the ingredients she mentioned. Some type of red wolfhook berry. I figured she was most likely somewhere out here picking wolfhooks, so I thought I'd come and lend her a hand. Besides, as leader of the Barbara fan club, how could I ever let Barbara-sama go wandering alone in such a dangerous place? So I decided to come to Wolvendom looking for Barbara-sama and picking red wolfhooks along the way.
A ver, un momento, que es el club de admiradores, así que fuiste tú quien los recogió todos.
That's right, and I'll take them back to the church shortly. After all, I am the leader of the Barbara fan club. It's my duty to make sure Barbara-sama's life's easier. Huh? But, judging from your expression, you've never heard of the Barbara fan club. Anyways, the Barbara fan club will have to wait for the moment. I'll fill you in on how great it is when I have time later. I must keep searching for Barbara-sama for now. I don't really even know if Barbara-sama's anywhere around here.
A ver, el reino es enorme, no puedes cubrirlo tú solo. Vale, aquí hay un logro oculto, tenemos que, si no recuerdo mal, elegir esta opción. De momento vamos a ver si lo acertamos.
You might be right. I should go back and gather more people to help with the search. Since Barbara-sama came here to pick those red wolf hooks, we could just follow the trail of those specific berries to lead us right to her.
Vale. A ver, ¿qué voy a buscar en casi todos los lugares? ¿Cómo sabes que está recogiendo ganchos de lobo? Bueno, voy a elegir la de la izquierda. No estoy seguro de esa opción.
I heard it from Sister Victoria herself. She told me that she overheard another sister saying that Barbara-sama had come to Wolvendom to pick wolfhook berries. In fact, I could have sworn I heard Barbara-sama's
Que por
voice
cierto,
when
se
I
me ha
came
olvidado
here.
decir, obviamente, Pero bueno, lo habréis visto en otro vídeo si lo habéis visto.
Didn't happen to see any sign of Barbara-sama when
Hice
you
fuera de
arrived,
grabación
did you?
el último final de la
Perhaps I
legendaria
was
de
hearing
Chongjun.
things.
A ver, aquí estoy... ¿Es esta la opción correcta para el logro oculto?
Well, of course you didn't hear anything. You were focused on defeating monsters the whole time. All right then. Barbara-sama must be somewhere else. Oh, but I still feel a bit worried. I'll go report the matter to Huffman, and then have another look around the church. Here, you can have these red wolf hooks I picked earlier. There's no way I'd be able to carry them all back to the city. I'll take what I can to the church after I get back. I just hope that Barbara-sama did indeed go back to the city.
Vale, hay una... La segunda ha sido incorrecta. Bueno, no pasa nada, luego se repite seguramente. Pero bueno, lo importante es informar a Bárbara y a ver qué ocurre.
So, is
Sí,
he gone now?
por ahora.
Oh, thank you. Although, I guess I'm not being very
¿Por
polite.
qué lo estás
towards-
evitando?
Well, it's a little embarrassing to say, but in Mondstadt, I often perform songs for people. Because it's been so well received, the other sisters have started encouraging me to perform across Teyvat. Now, more and more people are showing up to hear me perform. I'm happy to see such turnouts, don't get me wrong. But now, people always stop me on the street when I go shopping or when I go out for personal matters. I know that all they want is to get my autograph or to ask me how I'm doing, and I'm very thankful for all my fans, but there are simply too many of them.
Es que eres muy
I always
popular,
do my
Bárbara.
best to fulfill their requests and not let them down. But sometimes I feel that I just don't have the strength to do so. Even when I'm in the church, people will still come hoping to greet me. I'm constantly in a state of tension no matter where I go. The reason I came here was not only to find wolf hooks for making Tunner's cough medicine, but also to have some quiet time alone. Do you understand that feeling? To sit peacefully and not think about anything? Just by yourself? It's simply the feeling of relaxation. It's been far too long since I've had that feeling. Before I knew it, I was out here all day and forgot to return to
Por
the
aquí debe haber
city.
varios ganchos de lobo.
No, I couldn't find any. Well, the kind I'm looking for are red. I remember seeing them here before, but I've already searched the area and there aren't any. I wonder if someone had already picked them. No, people seldom come out here.
¿Buscabas de este tipo?
Yes, those are the ones. And you found so many. These will be more than enough. But where did you...
Le cuentas a Bárbara lo ocurrido con
Oh
Albert.
my. Well, I've been far too impolite. Albert came all this way just to help me, but if I were to go and apologize to him, it would probably only make him feel even worse. Oh, I guess I'm still just too immature. Let's just head back to the city for now. I'll think of a way to make it up to Albert later.
Pero no debes saber lo que ocurrió.
Well, I know. And you also know. And we mustn't forget that Barbados also knows. We certainly can't say that no one knows about this matter. Don't you think? Besides, as a deaconess, I could never simply ignore such a matter. I must take the appropriate actions and make things right. I'll see to that matter on my own. Anyway, the berries you have here will be just enough. We should get going.
Venga, regresemos, Barbarita. De acuerdo. Vale, pues hay que avanzar un poquito más para allí. De acuerdo. Vale, pues ya estamos aquí. Veamos.
Glad we finally made it out of there. The Wolvendom Forest is a nice getaway to be alone for a while, but there's not much sunlight. If you stay in there for too long, you can't help but start feeling a little gloomy. A little sunlight always helps keep your spirits up. Yes. Now that we're here, I'd like to go to Dawn Winery and check on Tunner's condition. I've told him before that he should take it easy and rest for a while, but he never seems to listen. He even told me not to let Guy know anything about it. I'd like to check on him before going back and deciding which medicine I'll need to make. Would it be possible to, ask for your help again? If you could go back and report to Sister Victoria while I check on Tunner, that would be a big help. She's most certainly worried about me after being away so long. And besides, there's a lot of matters I still need to take care of back at the cathedral. It would be better if I let her know the situation.
A ver... puedo elegir que lo haga ella o nosotros, ¿eh? Vamos a elegir de momento ella.
Oh... You must have other matters to attend to. No problem, then. I guess I'll go talk to her myself.
Bueno, pobre Bárbara. ¿Cómo? Nosotros.
Oh, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
Qué fuerte, ¿no? Bueno, increíble. Justamente ahí. A ver, hermana Victoria.
Oh, you're back again. If you're looking for Sister Barbara...
¿puedo elegir? Vale, Bárbara está en el reino de los lobos.
Oh, I see.
O a lo mejor da igual, ¿eh?
That she's all right. But it sounds like she won't be back anytime soon. Perhaps I'll have to pass her responsibilities in the cathedral.
Déjame ayudar.
Oh, well, that's most kind of you. Let me think for a moment. Ah, yes, you could help tidy up around the cathedral a bit. People tend to bring dust in as they come into the cathedral, so the floor is often quite... Cleaning and the like have always been Sister Barbara's responsibility. So the moment she's gone...
¿Bárbara se encarga de limpiar un lugar así de grande ella sola?
Yes, that's right. She always said that she could handle it herself and that there's no need to ask anyone else to... But she does often appear quite exhausted after she's finished with the cleaning. To be honest, I'm most surprised that you are willing to help. Or rather that Barbara is willing to let you help. However, this would help to lighten her burden. Anyway, I'll let you handle the cleaning for now, Honorary Knight.
Sí, tú déjamela a mí. De acuerdo, limpia los alrededores. Ah, de acuerdo. O sea, pues... vale. Con hidro... Se puede, con hidro se puede, vale. No necesito anemo. Por suerte. Vale, había visto uno aquí, ya decía yo. Queda uno, ¿eh? Vale, ahí está, qué maravilla. De acuerdo.
Well, that should just about do it for the cleaning. Could Barbara really do this all herself? I'm starting to think...
Sister Victoria told me you
No me jodas.
already helped tidy up the cathedral.
Bueno,
Thank you
supongo
so
que después de
much.
eso de Paimon tampoco había mucho
I
más.
just returned a short while ago. I can't thank you enough for how much you've helped me today. Both here in the cathedral and back in Wolvendom. You must be thirsty after so much work, no? How about I treat you to a drink? Oh, I've just remembered that the Cat's Tail is promoting a special drink recently. Miss Margaret said that the name of the drink is Fantastic Summer Serendipity Coral Sparkling Tea. She also mentioned that it's her secret weapon to beating Angel's share in drink sales. Word is that the drink's pretty good, but there's always a line to get it. We'll probably have to wait if we want some. If you'd rather not stand in line, I could make you a glass of my very own chili brew. Which would you like to drink?
A ver... Aquí también hay una decisión, supongo es importante. Me gustaría probar tu bebida picante.
Coming right up. But I should warn you, the flavor is quite unique. I'm not sure how you'll handle it.
No hay nada que temer, ¿cierto?
All right, let me think. To make this drink, we'll need some fresh jueyun chilies and sweet flowers. The key to a good batch of chili brew is not the quantity of ingredients, but the quality of ingredients. I know where to gather fresh jueyun chilies, but sweet flowers might be a bit tricky. Though they're easy to find, high-quality sweet flowers are few and far between. Oh, why don't we split up to search for ingredients? Once we've found the ingredients we need, we can meet up just south of the Whispering Woods.
A ver... Cuidado, aquí hay otra decisión. Entonces separémonos.
All right. I'll head to the Whispering Woods to gather sweet flowers while you go search for jueyun chilies around Stone Gate. Oh, and, by the way, even though I've already requested a half-day's leave from Sister Victoria, she always insists that I still give her my itinerary for any trips I take. While I head over to the Whispering Woods, could you please check in with Sister Victoria and...
Sí. No te preocupes, que yo la aviso.
Yes, my child?
Sobre el itinerario de Bárbara.
Sister Barbara wishes to go to the Whispering Woods to pick herbs. I see. In fact, Sister Barbara just requested a half-day's leave to go meet a friend. Now she suddenly intends to go herb picking? I'm sure Sister Barbara has her reasons. Will you be accompanying her?
Sí, iré con ella.
I trust she will be in good hands then. Please take good care of Sister
¿Por qué Bárbara siempre
Barbara
tiene que
on her
informar de
night.
sus
Well,
planes?
as you may already know, Sister Barbara is quite popular in Mondstadt for several reasons. Although the citizens here may only be acting out of good intention, there are too many of them, and Sister Barbara can't handle it all. If they appear while she is working here at the church, we can come and intervene. But if she's approached by fans during her time off, then she can only fend for herself. And not to mention, she's too kind. She'll always try to fulfill the requests of the citizens of Mondstadt, even
Pues
when
no.
it takes... So with that in
No.
mind, we thought we'd have Sister Barbara always tell us where she'd be, just in case we need to come rescue her from the crowds. My hope is that Sister Barbara stops pushing herself so hard.
Bueno, así es. De acuerdo. Pues a ver. El primer ingrediente de la bebida picante, ¿de acuerdo? Bueno, pues tenemos que ir justamente allí.
Over there! Try it! These are fresh, all right.
Ah, ¿qué es esto?
Paimon can feel the spiciness just by holding them.
Era esto lo que había que coger,
Let's go to the Whispering Woods and find Barbara.
Sí, regresemos. Justamente ahí. Creo que 5 finales. A ver, bosque susurrante.
This seems like the right place, but Barbara isn't here. Well, let's wait here a while. She'll probably be back soon.
Paimon y tú comienzan a esperar.
It's been ages. Where in Teyvat did she go?
Comienzo a preocuparme.
Paimon's worried too. Barbara should have been back by now. She said she wanted to go to the Whispering Woods and pick sweet flowers. Let's head over there.
Vale, vayamos a buscarla. Aquí daba igual la decisión, porque al final la vamos a buscar igual.
She's not here either. Where the heck is she already? Let's look further up ahead. Wait, that's Barbara. Why is she hiding? Let's see what's going on.
A ver, ¿qué te pasa, Bárbara?
How did you two... Oh, quickly, this way.
Que
Try
vimos
not to
que
make
te
a sound.
había pasado algo, así que vinimos a buscarte.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I ran into something unexpected. Oh, there's no heading back now. Long story short, I was picking sweet flowers and suddenly a group of treasure hoarders appeared. They'd seized a merchant of some kind and were pushing her around. It sounded like they were demanding money from her. I took cover right away, but I've been trailing them ever since. I guess they were too caught up with the merchant to notice me. I followed them this far, but it seemed like they knew somebody was following them, so I didn't go any further.
Es mejor regresar y dejarlo en manos de los
I
caballeros.
thought of getting the knights involved, but I was worried it would take too long. What if the treasure hoarders did something terrible while I was gone? I was trying to think of some way of rescuing the merchant when you showed up. So, Honorary Knight, maybe you could,
No digas más, no se diga más y directamente hablar con ellos. Aquí hay una decisión, ¿eh?
I'll leave it to you, Honorary Knight. I'll handle the aftercare.
Sí, sí, tú atiende lo que quieras. A ver, vamos a ver qué sucede aquí.
Who dares enter our territory?
Release your hostage immediately.
So you want to play the hero? Hoarder, seize the girl. Let's see if this idiot with her dares make a move.
Madre mía, qué roturas que hacemos.
Going after Barbara. We've gotta...
Don't worry about me. I'm a vision bearer after all. I'll handle these guys. You go rescue the merchant.
She's got a vision. Boss, what should we
Se
do?
acabó. Habla con Tyson, cuidado.
Thank you. I can't express my gratitude. I'm a merchant from Liyue. I was on my way to Mondstadt. I had no idea there were treasure hoarders on the road. They seized me and brought me here. If it weren't for you, gods know what would have happened to me. Oh, please allow me to repay your kindness. The treasure hoarders already made off with most of my things, but let me see. So there are still a few bottles of chili brew, a few sweet flowers, and here's some more.
No. We don't need a reward. Rescuing those in need is only natural. Besides, I'm the deaconess of the Church of Favonius. and this is the Knights of Favonius Honorary Knight. As a visitor from Liyue, we have a duty to guard your safety.
I won't hear of it. You rescued me. It's only right that your kindness is repaid. I'm afraid I have nothing of great value to offer, but please choose what you like.
Okay. I just don't know what to choose. Liyue chili brew might be delicious, but with those sweet flowers, I'd have enough ingredients to make my own. I know. You have way more adventuring experience than me. You'll be better at this. You choose. What do you think is the most fitting reward?
Yes, adventurers are savvy when it comes to rewards. What'll it be?
La bebida picante.
Chili brew, sweet flowers, or mora?
Creo que había un logro oculto aquí si elegíamos la bebida picante.
This? I mean, sure. I don't know if you'll enjoy it. There are 2 of you, so you'll be needing a couple of bottles. Here you go. Pace yourselves. Thanks again for your help.
Habla con Bárbara. Sí, hablaremos. A ver qué tal. A ver qué ocurre.
Liyue chili brew. I've never tried it. I wonder what the flavor's like. Well, here goes nothing. Spicy. Throat's on fire. This isn't like the chili brew I make at all. What do you think?
Es interesante.
I guess we don't have to finish them. It's getting late, and I doubt there's enough time to go looking for sweet flowers. When we get time, I'll make some for you. My version's a little easier on the tongue, less stimulating. Let's head back to Mondstadt. My break's nearly over. Thanks for your company today, Honorary Knight. Even though it was only half a day, I had a great time. Next time, you can try my special chili brew.
De acuerdo. Bueno. Un picante de Liyue. Esta bebida picante es tan especial como este viaje. Vale. Recompensa. Sí, señor. Y ya tenemos la primera recompensa hecha. Pero bueno, cuidadito, ¿eh? Cuidadito, cuidadito. Aquí hay una decisión. Vamos a mirar esto rápidamente. A ver. El dinero es dinero después de todo.
The sensible option.
Pausar a
A
esta.
seasoned adventurer, I see. Here you go. Thanks again.
Vale.
Mora? That is sensible. But I guess that's to be expected from a seasoned adventurer. It's getting late. Let's head
Vale.
back to Mondstadt. As for the...
De acuerdo, lo mismo. Ah, no. De acuerdo. Vale, flores dulces.
Really? Sweet flowers and a chili brew? I guess it's all chili brew at the end of the day, but the Mondstadt version sure sounds interesting. Sweet flowers it is. These are an excellent batch. Thanks again for your help.
Vale, pues
These
adiós.
sweet flowers look fantastic. And now we've finally got all the ingredients we need for the chili brew. Let's get back to Mondstadt. When we're inside the city, why don't you wait for me in the garden next to the Adventurers Guild? When the chili brew is ready, I'll bring it straight over.
Ah, vale, aquí estaba el logro oculto, creo yo. Espera, Bárbara, en el jardín cercano del gremio de aventureros. De acuerdo, pues allí. Hola. ¿Hay alguien aquí?
Sorry for the delay. The chili brew's ready. Why don't we drink these here? Here. This one is for you.
Pues
Let me know what
nada
you
mal.
think, Really? Is the flavor okay for you? I was worried you might not like it.
Tienes un gusto muy peculiar para las bebidas.
Now that you mention it, I guess I'm the only one in the whole of Mondstadt that likes chili brew. Well, I like chili brew because... actually, it's a little embarrassing. At first, I drank chili brew just to keep me awake. When I first began singing practice, I had to get up early every day. After practice, I would go to work at the church to take care of official matters. But because I was getting up so early, my singing wasn't getting any better. Sometimes I'd be half asleep singing the wrong lyrics. It was a disaster. I went to people for advice on how to stay awake. They had all kinds of methods. Running, chewing mint. One adventurer even told me that they'd fight slimes to stave off sleep. None of those ideas worked for me. They were too time-consuming. By the time I started to feel awake, there was hardly any time left for practice. That was until I started chewing Julian chilies.
No afectaban a tu voz.
That's what Sarah said. She told me not to chew them, but to use the Julian chilies to make some kind of drink, something milder in flavor. Using sweet flowers to temper the flavor was also her idea. That's when I started using this new and improved chili brew method. After a while, I actually started to enjoy the flavor. Whenever I drank it, the spiciness would always push me to work harder.
Bueno, es como si esa bebida picante representara tu determinación.
My determination is nothing compared to yours. I heard Amber say that you're traveling far and wide looking for your sibling. Is that true? Oh, the things you faced, and those yet to come, are more difficult than a few bad songs. Even if I can't assist you in other ways, when it comes to healing, you can count on me. No matter the wound, I will help you recover. Oh, have I said too much? Sorry, I'm not used to taking a break. I keep boring you to death. It's not often I get so much freedom. Let's just take our time, and tomorrow, it's back to chasing our dreams with hard work. I hope our dreams can come true in the end.
Seguro que sí. Esto es el sabor del trabajo duro. Es otro final, además, con el logro este ocultito. Esta bebida sabe a trabajo duro. Nada mal, sí señor. Y bueno, hemos conseguido llegar a otro final. ¿De acuerdo? Pues vamos a revisar a esto de aquí. Podremos a lo mejor simplemente quitar el interrogante ese y ya. Vale, a ver, a partir de aquí hay que tomar algo diferente también para que desaparezcan esos interrogantes. El té espumoso, vamos a ver esta opción ahora.
I'm not sure how Margaret came up with such a name, but I have heard that the drink is quite popular now. There's even a line of people waiting to purchase it every day. If you'd like to get one, we should help. However, even though I've already requested a half-day of leave from Sister Victoria, she's still... With so many people trying to get in on the newest Cat's Tail offering, I'm worried we'll have to wait for ages if we get there too late. Oh, I've got it! Why don't you help me check in with Sister Victoria while I get in line at the Cat's Tail? That would save us some time. What do you think?
Bueno, hagámoslo.
It's settled then. Let's meet up at the entrance to the Cat's Tail.
¿Qué pasa si te encuentras con alguien que quiere tu autógrafo?
It'll be fine. I'll just tell them that today is my day off. I'm sure they'll understand. Let's get going then. See you at the Cat's Tail.
Venga, vamos. De acuerdo, habla con la hermana Victoria. Ese es el objetivo.
Yes, my child?
Bárbara se tomó el día libre.
Yes. Sister Barbara just submitted her request for half a day's leave. She said she had plans with a friend. I must say, though, it is quite unusual for Barbara to request time off just to see a friend. But that's beside the point. What is it you'd like to ask me?
Es sobre el té espumoso de coral veraniego melancólico.
Oh? You mean to tell me that Barbara intends to accompany you to buy this special drink? Then you must be the friend that she mentioned. Seeing as you're the honorary knight, I guess that's fine. Well then, please take good care of Sister Barbara.
¿Por qué Bárbara tiene siempre que informar de sus planes?
Well, as you may already know, Sister Barbara is quite popular in Mondstadt for several reasons. Although the citizens here may only be active if they appear while she is... But if she's approached by... And not... So with that in mind, my hope...
De acuerdo. Bueno, el objetivo es ir, ¿no? De acuerdo, pues... Vamos a tener que ir hasta allí. De acuerdo. Ahí.
Huh? Look at that crowd of people. And there's Barbara. What?
¿Qué está pasando? Pues esperemos. A ver, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Es una muy buena pregunta.
Thank you for all your support. Please, one at a time.
Barbara-sama, I never expected I would have a chance to meet you here today. Are you here attending to matters for the church?
I guess you could say that.
Barbara-sama, may I get your autograph? My daughter Ellen is a big fan of yours.
Oh, is that so? All right, just one moment.
Oh gosh, Barbara-sama, I love your style. Please tell me how I can be more like you.
Really? Well, I'm still learning and growing myself. I guess all I can say is, do your best every day.
Oh, Barbara-sama!
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 Dios de mi vida.
Oh my.
Deberemos hacer algo. Necesita que la rescaten. Venga, vamos. A ver, disuade a Sushi.
Please,
Vamos a disuadir.
Barbara-sama, teach me your style. How can I be more like you?
A ver... Vale, si quieres tener su estilo, podrías comenzar por ser considerada con los demás.
Sure.
Sí, sí.
Considerate to others. Huh? Aren't you that honorary knight?
Estamos en un asunto oficial.
Official business. Oh, I thought... Apologies. I just got so excited when I saw Barbara-sama. Yes, you're right. Being considerate to others is the right place to start. Barbara-sama and the honorary knight in the same place. This must be incredibly important official business. I'll take my leave.
Bien. Claro, no sé si lo hiciéramos mal, ¿qué ocurriría? Pero bueno. A ver, coño, habla.
Oh, Barbara-sama, you're so hardworking. If I put in as much effort as you, who knows where my apprenticeship would take me?
A ver... Bárbara está en su día libre, Bárbara está trabajando ahora mismo, por favor no la molestes.
You must be the honorary knight. What are you and Barbara-sama doing here?
Estamos en un asunto oficial.
Oh, of course. Barbara-sama is working after all. Forgive me. I'll leave you in peace.
A lo mejor si elegimos la otra opción ocurre lo mismo, no lo sé.
Barbara-sama, can I get an autograph? Oh, Ellen would be so happy. She's your biggest fan.
A ver... ¿Te importa si le pregunto a Ellen? Está entrenando justo ahí.
Wait,
Bárbara tiene un asunto oficial que atender.
Is that right? Well then, I'll leave her to it. Ellen looks busy with her training. Some other time, perhaps.
Sí, vete. Vale, pues lo hemos hecho bien, ¿no? Un logro ocultito.
Huh? Where did everybody...
Vale, recapacitaron después de que les diera un
The
escarmiento.
lowdown? You mean you persuaded them to leave for now? I understand everybody's enthusiasm, but the longer I stay here, the more people will gather. It's always been that way. I just don't know how to turn them away. In the end, the Knights of Favonius always have to come and restore order. If only I had your way with words. Here. It's the fantastic summer serendipity coral sparkling tea you wanted. I ordered this one especially for you. I hardly ever get a day off. Why don't we take a stroll outside the city together and finish our drinks? It's
Me parece bien, Bárbara.
to finally relax for a while. Thanks for accompanying me. Come to think of it, this is the first time we've gone for a walk together.
Ah, que tendría que estar
When I
Éter,
heard
no
you
Diluc.
received the title of honorary knight, I thought you'd turn out to be more of a solemn character. But now that I've met you, I can't quite believe it. I never thought... Oh, I hope I'm not offending you. What I mean is, for someone as young as you to achieve the title of honorary knight, it's amazing. Jean must really believe in you to grant you this title. I hope I can be as great as you one day, so I can help everybody around me too. But for now, all I can do is sing. So sorry. Always thinking about myself. We've walked a long way. Why don't we take a break up ahead?
Bueno. Tomemos un descanso.
It looks so peaceful here. Nobody's passing through except us. Let's rest for a while.
Hostia, chaval, a ver. Tengo que eres más popular que las demás monjas, ¿por qué no elegiste? A ver, ¿qué es el club de admiradores de Bárbara?
That thing? It's a group of my Mondstadt supporters. But I'm usually in the cathedral. The knights and sisters stationed outside the church won't let them in. So they support me in other ways. Cleaning the cathedral, helping their fellow citizens with difficult matters. It's very considerate.
¿Cuántos miembros hay?
I'm not really sure. But of the ones I know, there's Mr. Albert and Mr. Huffman.
Ah, sí, ese caballero.
Do you know Mr. Huffman? He's a very strict knight. He's never asked for my autograph or tried to make conversation. Every time he comes to the cathedral on official business, his face is a picture of seriousness. I'd never have known if I hadn't overheard Mr. Albert talking about it. When I found out, I had someone deliver my autograph to him. I hope he was happy with it. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've had such a long conversation, and it's all me complaining. Oh, thanks for listening. The support of an honorary knight goes a long way. So, we've still not finished our drinks. Let's finish them off while we're here. We can rest today, but it's back to the grindstone tomorrow.
De acuerdo. Bueno, otro final. Vacaciones en Mondstadt. Nos acabamos de conocer y ya tenemos que despedirnos. Vale. Una más. Claro, y esto ocurre, hemos dicho que ahí, ¿eh? Chaval. Vale, primero, sushi. Vamos a elegir esa opción. Si veo que se van es que no es.
Oh, perfect.
Vale, bien.
I've got so much to learn from Barbara-sama. She'd never have the time if she was
Cuidado
working.
porque ha bajado el corazón, por algo será.
Please, Barbara-sama, teach me your style. How can I be more like you?
Vale, hemos conseguido que... Vale, es eso, entonces. Bien, me gusta.
Oh, Barbara-sama?
Vale.
Barbara-sama? On leave? Oof. For a moment I thought I was disturbing her work. Barbara-sama, can I get an autograph?
Madre mía, qué locos. A ver, el último, Herman.
Barbara-sama! If she's on leave, then an autograph won't be a problem, right? Barbara-sama, my daughter would love an autograph. Ellen really is your biggest fan.
Están loquitos. A ver, Bárbara.
Please, there's no need to rush. One at a time. Oh, I'm sorry, can you wait a bit longer? I'm still on a break.
Barbara-sama, there's still so much I want to learn from you.
It would make me, my daughter so happy, Barbara-sama.
Barbara-sama, don't forget my autograph.
Please, settle down.
Oh, I think Monroe might want one too.
And Mr. Wagner. Wait, he wouldn't want one, would he? Let me ask him, though.
Oh, a friend of mine was asking about autographs, Barbara-sama. Make that too.
Oh, my.
Parece que se están amontonando más gente.
Please, hold on a moment.
Pero mientras Bárbara intenta calmar a los ciudadanos de Mondstadt. Pues a ver cómo.
Sorry to keep you
Esto no es nada, he esperado por más tiempo en otras ocasiones.
You look like you're about to fall asleep. I feel terrible. It was me who invited you for a drink, and here I am wasting your time. Here, it's the fantastic summer serendipity coral sparkling tea you wanted. I ordered this one especially for you. At least Miss Margaret didn't make our drinks in advance. The flavor would have changed completely.
Te ves cansada.
How can I put this? Those relaxing moments of freedom in Wolvendom. But as long as I can bring everybody a smile, although perhaps you can stay with me a while longer. Let's take a stroll outside the city and finish our drinks. We have to seize every bit of free time we get, even if it only lasts a moment.
Oye, pues esto de momento va a ser igual, ¿eh? Cuando estábamos en la ciudad, ¿por qué no le dijiste que estabas en tu día libre?
There's more than one answer to that question. A deaconess shouldn't ever be self-interested or let other people down. But at the end of the day, it's like my father said. My father and Sister Victoria always told me, if I wanted to become a proper deaconess, I would have to learn how to turn away others. But I've never been able to. When I see somebody in need, I lend a hand without a second thought. If I see somebody struggling, I want to help them solve the problem. If somebody comes to me with a request, I can't help but do my best. No matter how tiring, I'm happy as long as I can bring a smile to everybody. Perhaps I'm not a proper deaconess after all. Thank you. It's been a long time since the support of an honorary... So, we can rest today.
Tío, pero es lo mismo, ¿no? Vaya tela, vaya tela. Voy a intentar hacer esto, a ver.
The voice seemed to be coming from over there. Let's go take a closer look.
Vale, está justamente ahí. Aquí está Albert.
Oh,
aquí había que elegir otra opción, creo.
Isn't that Albert?
Hay que elegir, supongo que algo para que se quede, ¿no? Para que no se vaya. Vale, habíamos elegido Esta, pues ahora elegimos esta. ¿Qué es el club de admiradores de Bárbara?
Can't be serious. It's only the biggest club for Barbara-sama fans in all Mondstadt. Even Huffman's a member now.
Incluso Hoffman.
Of course. Barbara-sama has a lot of fans in Mondstadt that wish to support her, you know? Anyways, the Barbara fan club will have to wait for the moment. I'll fill you in on how great it is when I have time later. I must keep searching for Barbara-sama for now. I don't really even know if Barbara-sama's anywhere around here.
Voy a elegir esta otra vez.
Since Barbara-sama...
Ahora voy a elegir la que falta.
You're right. By the way...
Y esta.
Well, whatever.
De acuerdo. Eligiendo esas opciones...
Where are you?
Tampoco. Ah, bueno, cuidado, pero cuidado que se... Cuidado. Cuidado.
Unless we could start yelling too. That way, Barbara will hear us coming, and we'll still have a chance.
Al menos
to
hemos
escape.
descubierto otra secuencia diferente.
Hey, what are you so embarrassed about? Just follow Paimon's lead. Barbara! Oh, Barbara! It's us! Barbara? Where are you, Barbara?
Huh? You're yelling even louder than me.
That's just because we like Barbara too, right?
Oh, I see. In that case, let's do our best together.
Barbara! It's us! Are you there?
Barbara-sama, where are you?
Pues nada. Aquí estamos, Albert. A ver, ¿qué me cuenta?
It seems Barbara's already left. Oh, good.
My throat is getting... Oh, I guess Barbara-sama isn't here after all.
Tú no aprendes, ¿verdad?
No, it's not that. I just...
Te ayudaré a llamarla.
All right. My throat won't hold up much longer.
Vale, Bárbara, ¿dónde estás? Aquí da igual, creo.
It's no wonder you've become the honorary knight. You certainly give it your all.
Está podrido, ¿lo ves? Bárbara no está por ningún lado. Vamos, regresemos.
Oh, all right. It seems Barbara-sama isn't anywhere around here. Let's return to the city. Once Barbara-sama returns to Mondstadt, though, I'll have to ask her to heal my throat.
Bien. Un entusiasmo poco apropiado. Parece que efectivamente Bárbara no está aquí. Aquí está el tema. Gracias. De acuerdo, pues... falta esto, que en algún momento lo haré. Pero vamos a empezar entonces ahí. Para el final, ¿qué nos falta? La fuente de la curación. Vale, habla con la hermana Victoria. Pues lo de siempre, Hay que ir a Mondstadt.
I sure hope Sister Barbara is okay.
A ver.
Sister
Vamos a ver, esto lo hemos leído.
You? Not a minute. All right, you could start.
De acuerdo. Encuentra a Bárbara, que se supone que está otra vez ahí. A ver, Bárbara, vamos a elegir todo lo que no hayamos elegido, ¿de acuerdo? A ver, ¿qué? Porque tengo esta curiosidad que era.
Miss Barbara, she's not here either.
Espero que no tenga que estar eligiendo. Ah, creo que aquí... Ah, ya sé, había una elección aquí, me acuerdo. De quedarnos aquí o de irnos. Adentremos en el bosque y esperemos a que se vaya.
All right then. Let's head this way.
Vámonos, vámonos. Siga, Bárbara. Rápido, vamos, Bárbara. Vale, vale, faltaba esta opción,
Shh. Keep your voice down. We mustn't let that person find us here. Oh, this should be a good spot.
¿Por qué lo estás evitando?
It's a little embarrassing to say, but in Mondstadt, I often perform
Esto ya lo
sports for
hemos
people.
leído antes
I'm
también,
happy to see such turnouts, don't get me wrong. I know that all they want is to get... And I always do my best, but... Even when I'm in the church, people will still come.
Vale.
The reason I came here was not only to find wolf hooks for Mick. Do you understand that feeling? To sit peacefully and
Quiere
not
estar
think
sola, ya
about
está.
anything? Just by yourself? It's simply the feeling of relaxation. It's been far too long since I've had that feeling. Before I knew it, I was out here all day and forgot to return to the city.
Por aquí debe haber varios ganchos de
Yes,
lobo.
there are plenty of the normal variety. But I'm looking for red wolf hooks.
Vale, aquí habrá una forma diferente de conseguirlo. Vale, a ver, esperemos que esa persona se vaya y sigamos buscando.
Although it certainly isn't nice to treat someone that way. But today, I simply wish to keep to myself.
¿No se preocupará tu familia si está recogiendo hierbas a solas? A ver.
My family? Well, my father left on an expedition together with Grandmaster Varka and has yet to return. And as for the other person I can call family, well, she doesn't have much time to look after me. And besides, I'm more than capable of taking care of myself.
De acuerdo, el gran maestro Barca. Ah, sí, él es...
That's right. The Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. I'm sure you've heard his name mentioned. Seamus Pegg.
Sí.
The Cardinal of Daybreak and the Seneschal of the Church of Favonius. That's my father. But it's been some time since I last saw him. And I'm still uncertain of when Grandmaster Varka's expedition will finally be finished.
¿Para qué emprende una expedición?
No. My father only briefly mentioned the matter to me before he set off. He also turned over all his responsibilities in the church to Cardinal Calvin.
No recuerdo haber visto ese
Cardinal
cardenal.
Calvin has been taking care of various matters since the departure of my father and Grandmaster Varka. He's so busy that he seldom ever leaves his room. Even the other sisters in the church rarely ever see him. The only time I've seen him recently was when the Holy Lyre de Hermel was stolen. He went to the Knights of Favonius in such a hurry that he hadn't even fastened all the buttons on his garments. Speaking of which, you still remember that day, right? You recovered the Holy Lyre de Hermel together with that bard and Jean. The acting Grand Master. Oh, I was shocked to see the Holy Lyre de Hermel in such a condition. Thank the heavens that the bard was able to mend it. We'd never hear the end of it from Cardinal Calvin if something were to ever happen to the Holy Lyre de Hermel. Huh? What do you two seem so nervous about? There's nothing wrong with the Holy Lyre de Hermel.
Mirar a Bárbara con ojos de cachorro.
Well, anyway. At least the Holy Lyre de Hermel is fixed. Never mind the lyre for now. I think that person should be long gone. And I still need to pick those wolf hooks. I can't seem to find any of the red variety anywhere.
Vale, podemos buscarlo juntos.
Oh, your help would be much appreciated. Let's search the nearby area. Strange. I'm almost certain I've seen lots of red wolf hooks growing here before.
Bueno, a ver. Encuentra gansos de lobo rojos. De acuerdo, aquí hay uno.
Oh, these must be the red wolf hook berries that Barbara is looking for. Let's gather some and bring them back to her.
Vale. Y aquel de ahí, supongo. No, eso es un hongo. A ver, me falta uno, Joder. ¿Dónde coño está? Vale, ahí está. Bien.
Oh, were you able to find some red wolf hook berries?
Sí, sí, sí.
Let me have a look, but it's still strange. I know for sure that I've seen lots of red wolf hooks growing here before. I wonder if someone had already gathered them all. Well, never mind. Thankfully, the berries you gathered should be just enough. Let's go.
Vámonos. De acuerdo, pues ahora habrá que volver a algún sitio. Sal con Bárbara del Reino de los Lobos. De acuerdo. Pues hay que ir hasta ahí.
Glad we finally made it out of there. The Wolvendom Forest is a nice getaway to be alone for a while, but there's not much sunlight. If you stay in there for too long, you can't help but start feeling a little gloomy. A little sunlight always helps keep your spirits up. Yes. Now that we're here, I'd like to go to Dawn Winery and check on Tunner's condition. I've told him before that he should take it easy and rest for a while, but he never seems to listen. He even told me not to let Guy know anything about it. I'd like to check on him before going back and deciding which medicine I'll need to make. Would it be possible to, ask for your help again? If you could go back and report to Sister Victoria while I check on Tunner, that would be a big help. She's most certainly worried about me after being away so long. And besides, There's a lot of matters I still need to take care of back at the cathedral.
Sí, no te preocupes. Vale. Hostia, aquí hay una decisión. Joder, me estás jodiendo. Nosotros nos hacemos cargo.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bueno, pues va. Informemos. A lo mejor llegamos a donde no hemos podido llegar antes.
Oh, you're back again.
Vale, a lo mejor hay que elegir esta opción. Porque hemos elegido esta también.
Oh, I see. But it sounds like she won't be back anytime. Oh.
Déjame ayudar.
People tend to clean.
Vale, esto ya lo hemos hecho antes, así que...
Yes, that's right. But she does opt to be on it. However, anyway.
Vale, pues nada. No sé, tío, si influye eso en algo, ¿eh? Venga, va.
Sister Victoria told me you already...
¿Cuándo volviste?
Oh, Miss Mark, she also... Where it is that if you'd rather not, which would you like to try?
Claro, tío, aquí... Voy a probar esta opción otra vez, a ver si cambia algo.
Coming right up. All right, let the key to it. I know where to get... Oh.
Creo que se me permanecemos juntos.
Oh, you really think so?
A lo mejor esta opción era la clave.
Then. With the honorary knight by my side, I can gather ingredients without a care in the world. Oh, and by the way, even though I've already requested, we should go check in with Sister Victoria first. We could say... we're going out to gather some herbs.
Pues vale. Eso haré. A lo mejor esa era la clave, ¿no? Quizá... Cuidado, Espero que sí, tío.
Oh, Sister Bárbara, is something the matter?
Sí, porque esto es diferente.
I'd like to go to the Whispering Woods to pick some herbs. It shouldn't take long.
Oh? But didn't you just submit a request for half a day's leave to see a friend? Now you suddenly intend to go herb picking? I thought you would take a rest today. Still, you may do as you please with your plans. I won't interfere. But the Whispering Woods are quite a distance away. Perhaps you should request a guard from the Knights of the Road.
With the honorary knight by my side, I'm sure everything will be just fine.
Thank you for informing me. I've noted down your plans. Please do come back soon.
Thank you. All right, we're good to go. Let's head out.
Vámonos, vámonos. De acuerdo. Bueno, tiene pinta, ¿no? Tiene buena pinta esto, ¿eh? Sí, encuentra flores dulces de buena calidad. Ese es el objetivo. ¡Pum!
Here we are. The sweet flowers growing here are some of the highest quality. I often pick them here, but why are there so many monsters around? Let's take care of them.
Bueno, podéis leer porque ha habido un momento en el que estaba diciendo algo y... Creo que me torcí un tobillo.
More than a few monsters, but you made it look easy. Oh, stop right there.
Es solo un rasguño.
No, no, no. Even a graze can turn into a wound of unimaginable evil if you let it. Wait just a second. I'll have it healed in no time.
Bárbara comienza a curarte hoy.
That should do it. Okay. Let's have a look for these sweet flowers.
Hello there. Excuse me, but aren't you the deaconess of the Church of Favonius?
Yes, I am. Are you all right?
Praise the Archons. Please, can you heal me? I'm a hunter from Springvale. I was attacked by monsters when I passed through here. I was lucky to have escaped, but please, won't you heal me?
A ver... Agua Clara queda un poco lejos. ¿Qué hacías cazando aquí?
Forest boar. I'm hunting forest boar. When you think about it, isn't life just one big forest boar hunt? Look here. Aren't these monster injuries?
Está bien, si no piensas revelar tu identidad, volvamos a Agua Clara.
How can you be so heartless? How could I make the journey with all these terrible injuries? It's no wonder looking at you. You adventurers are all alike. Sister Deaconess, you believe me, right? Heal me. I beg of you.
Yes, I will heal you. Oh, his wounds look difficult to heal. I'll need some herbs. Can you watch him for me?
A ver, un momento, es muy sospechoso. Bueno, yo lo cuidaré.
Okay. I'm going to look for some small lamp grass in the area. Please stay with him and make sure no monsters get to him.
Es peligroso ir sola, vayamos juntos.
You... Fine, heartless adventurer. I'll stay hidden, Sister Deaconess, but please be back soon. I beg of you.
We'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Vale, vaya. Vámonos, vámonos. El objetivo es ir por ahí, ¿eh?
Don't look so
De acuerdo.
serious. I know what you're thinking. I've heard a lot about the criminal methods of the treasure hoarders around Mondstadt. Usually, if I come across a person like this, I'd simply ask them to seek help from somebody at the church. But this fellow is in serious condition. He needs urgent healing. After all, I've got an honorary knight at my side to protect me, right?
Sí, sí, sí.
Let's gather the small lamp grass and head back so we can heal him.
De acuerdo. Pues ya está. Luceta fresca. Va, coño, Diluc. Vale, ya,
Sister
rápidamente.
Deaconess, you're back.
This should do the trick. Hold on a moment.
Te estoy vigilando.
You adventurers really are jumpy these days.
Bárbara comienza a curar a Uwe.
All right, that should do it. But just to be safe, you should probably pay a visit to the church.
No need. I should be able to recover by myself. Sister Deaconess, why weren't you suspicious of me? Surely you've heard about the treasure hoarders and their methods. Feigning injury by the roadside, begging for healing to get close to travelers, then striking at the opportune moment. You know, stuff like that. And that's just one of their methods. Weren't you worried that I might have been looking to harm you?
It crossed my mind.
And yet...
Oh, the fact was you needed healing, right? And you hadn't done anything wrong. You just asked me for help. Whatever your true identity. In my eyes, you were merely a person in need of healing.
Sister Deaconess, the truth is, I am a treasure hoarder. My plan was to feign injury in order to take advantage of the situation. But I ran into a group of monsters. I barely made it out. Then I realized I actually had to seek help from someone. But travelers all kept their distance. None of them believed me. Until you showed up. I can't thank you enough for healing me. I feel strong enough to carry on now. I won't trouble you anymore.
Oh. Well, the best thing would be for you to come back to Mondstadt with us. The church can help with your treatment. You're not fully healed yet.
Please, I've taken up enough of your time. Oh, these are for you. I'm afraid I have nothing of value to give, but I picked these sweet flowers from nearby. Take them, as thanks for healing me. I will remember your kindness. In the future, if you have any trouble with treasure hoarders, just mention my name, Uwe. I guarantee they won't dare touch the hem of your jacket. I must go. Farewell.
What a strange character. But I hope his wounds will be okay. At least we got a hold of some sweet flowers. We were running out of time for me to whip you up some chili brew. Oh, wow! This is a great batch. That's everything we need. It's getting late.
Vamos a Mondstadt, venga, va. Vale. Justo ahí. Vale, ya estamos aquí.
Well, we're back.
¿Por qué decidiste curar a ese
I'm a
sujeto?
deaconess. Healing the wounded is something I must do. Besides, I have a vision. Even if you did try anything, I'd have been able to handle it. Not to mention, I had the honorary knight with me.
Si
If
te
there'd
hubieras
been
quedado a
any
solas.
danger, if I was alone... Well, for a vision bearer, I'm more adept at healing. If there were too many enemies, I guess I would have been defeated after a while. However, because I would have been alone, I wouldn't have risked an ambush by stopping to heal him myself. I'm good at remembering self-defense tactics like that. After all, as Sister Victoria always says, don't go around healing people in the wild. Then again, what's the point of having a vision if I can't stretch the rules once in a while? Oh, the chili brew! It shouldn't take long to make. Why don't you wait for me in the garden next to the Adventurers Guild? I'll bring it straight over when it's ready.
Vale, pues desde aquí se llega a diferentes lugares como acabamos de ver. Pero ahora interesa llegar aquí, así que volvemos a hacer esto, ¿de acuerdo? Y las opciones que habrán que elegir, pues ahora las veremos.
Here we are. The sweet flowers growing here are some of the highest quality. I often pick them here.
Bueno, va a tirones esto, ¿eh?
Why are there so many
Una cosa es que
monsters
vaya a
around?
tirones y otra es que vaya como el culo directamente. tampoco lo puedo entender, ¿eh?
Let's take care of them first.
Porque aunque esté renderizando, ya renderiza muchas veces y nunca he visto tantos problemas. A ver, hay que acabar ya con este capullo, ¿eh? Vamos, coño. Menos mal. De acuerdo, hay que hablar con Bárbara. Pues rápidamente. Tirón eterno. Bueno, aquí da igual lo que elijamos, ¿eh? Realmente. Vale, aquí lo importante viene en un ratito. Y las opciones serán las que voy a elegir, ¿eh? Todo esto ya hemos leído, así que lo paso rápido. Aquí, hay que elegir esto. Tu vestuario parece el de un ladrón de tesoros.
Don't be silly. Would a treasure hoarder get injured and then stop a couple of passers-by begging to be healed? Don't be ridiculous. Me? A treasure hoarder? Look here. Aren't these monster injuries?
Pues a partir de aquí ya se ha leído. Ahora Bárbara le cura, pero hay que elegir primero esta opción. Un momento, es muy sospechoso. Deberíamos llevarlo a los caballeros.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You know, I'm suddenly feeling a lot better. Where was I? Sister Deaconess, I should be going. I won't be needing your healing today.
Sí, sí.
Thank you.
Alto ahí.
We're done here. No? Is there a problem?
Solo queremos curarte la iglesia, eso es todo. Es que te da vergüenza.
What's your problem? You're not making any sense. I just asked to be healed.
Solo soy un humilde caballero honorario, no hay por qué sobresaltarse. Acompáñame.
You think I'm afraid of you? If you want to catch me, you better be up to the task.
Vale, pues aquí ahora habrá que pelear con este capullo. Y ya está. Una auténtica chorrada. Y hablamos con Bárbara. Se irá en poco tiempo. Yo no me preocuparía por él si fuera tú. No te ves muy bien.
I think he really did need healing. Even if he was a treasure hoarder. Still, I'm sure you made the right decision. If he did have some ulterior motive, we might have fallen into a trap. Whatever the case, if he does have others lurking about, we're probably still in danger. We should go back to Mondstadt. It looks like Chili Brew isn't in the
No pasa nada, Bárbara.
Heading back to Mondstadt. You should come as well. Don't spend too long out here.
No te preocupes. Bueno, aquí se desbloquea Sanación incompleta. Tal vez este sea el rito de paso para convertirse en diaconisa. Bien. Pum. Y pum, de acuerdo. Y ahora sí, se demuestra pues que tenemos todo, ¿eh? Un poco largo también, ¿eh? Una auténtica locura. Y ahí tenemos los finales. Todo hermosos, bien lindos, bien jugosos y suculentos. Bueno, los 3 logros, aunque en algún momento he conseguido la del guardaespaldas, no sé cuándo, porque no lo he visto en pantalla, pero os mostraré las 3 respuestas que hay que elegir y ya está. A ver, la leyenda picante de Mondstadt, prueba la bebida picante de Bárbara, guardaespaldas de una ídolo, convence a Albert y los demás admiradores de Bárbara para que se vayan. Sí. Superando los límites, completa la fuente de la curación y desbloquea todos los finales posibles.